Hi everyone, it is your good friend Ultra Healthy here. I know it's been quite a long time since I made a video, but hopefully you all saw recently that Violet Wisteria managed to achieve victory and was released on consoles. I did plan on making an announcement video about that. I had some technical difficulties. Apparently my computers decided that all of my SD cards needed to be formatted. I have no clue what happened, but basically I took a video once and couldn't use it, so I just kind of gave up. Hopefully you do all follow me on social media or follow gaming news and saw that Violet Wisteria is now playable on all consoles worldwide, on the Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox X and S series. So if you've been waiting for the console release, it is there. You can go ahead and pick it up and take on the challenge of a lifetime. And to commemorate the console release, why don't we go on and do the strategy guide video for the next two stages, stages 5 and 6. The last one I did was 3 and 4, so assuming that you've been playing the game for a while and now you've gotten a grasp of that color attack system, now you're feeling like you're finally getting somewhere and you run into stage 5 and it is just an absolute beast of a stage. Don't worry, today we are going to give you all the hints that you need to get through it, so let's go straight to it. We are playing practice mode, so we can just skip straight ahead. And we do not need to watch the story sequences. Stage 5 is the floating graveyard. It is an absolute beast of a stage. It's probably the hardest stage in the game, to be totally honest, now that I kind of have, done it all many times, just because of all the drop-offs and all the platforming over pits. So basically you have these kind of zombie hands that come out of the ground and they'll slap you every 4 or 5 seconds, so just make sure you get that timing down. We have lots of moving platforms in this stage, which is what makes it so difficult. We have horizontally moving caskets here, as you can see, and of course gotta have some pendulums in a platformer. So the first trick I'm going to give you guys is that wraith is just placed in a really nasty spot. I really highly recommend getting that power-up item and then using the red magic, because when you're powered up, the magic also, the color rules also go away. You can use any magic on any enemy. So that red magic has a very nice range. So that's what I almost always use to get past that wraith there. These goblins that come up from below, you can kill them. I think they come back after a few seconds. But basically, the name of the game in this stage is just caution and precision. It is tough. This is really the one stage where, even if you're comfortable with the color system, even if you know what's coming, it's still possible to get your ass killed just because of all the drop-offs. So yeah, just be cautious, Okay, we have managed to squeeze through the first third of the stage. If you really want to get those items, you can bounce off of the hand. That's why those guys are there. We didn't really need them, but whatever. Oh, this timing is horrible. I'm gonna get killed. Okay. Alright. So yeah, get you. I think we missed the timing there, so I'm gonna have to... probably not good. Let's wait one more rotation here. Okay. Sometimes happens. I think that was just a little dangerous again. I think I took extra time because I was talking, so... Let's do this the safe way, shall we? Okay, got through that. So actually in this stage, because this top level is so tough, there's actually a second chance. There's 2 layers. If you fall down once, you'll probably fall on a platform below. If you can manage to make it across the top level, there is an extra one-up at the end. So this is probably the part that's going to make people think, what? These guys jump at specific timed intervals. It's always the same. You have to count it and then jump to the other side of him and then reflect. I'll show you. So it's like he jumps 1, 2, 3, jumps again 1, 2, 3. Oh, thanks for nothing. Don't worry, there's life recovery items later in this stage. Ow. Yeah, the top layer is just really hard. That's why there's a second chance down below if you need it. Okay. So this requires a bit of timing here. Boom. Got you. Alright. So this is even harder because now you have to reflect onto a 1, 2, 3. Got you. Woo! And then there's that extra life. It's hard work, but if you can get it, it's nice. Alright, we have managed to get through 2/3 of this stage, and now we do have these collapsing bridges, which are also an absolute pain. Gotta make sure you time this right. Oh, that was a life recovery item. How nice. Placement of that guy was not very nice, and these things are just... You just gotta go at it, basically. You've gotta be able to use those colors quickly. Whoa. That's always a nasty one. Okay, we're getting close. Let's just do this. All right, and then there's an extra life right there if you can manage to grab that, because yeah, this whole stage is just a beast, basically. So you got to bounce up off this guy onto that casket above up there. Blam, like that. Then it's just enough space to get over there. Alright, so then we just gotta bounce off this guy. He's stationary, so it's not too bad. Okay, there we go. I think we are at the end of the stage, that nasty stage 5. So here we have the boss, the Spindra. I'm gonna have to talk about the patterns before we start, because once it starts, I can't talk and play at the same time. She has 3 main patterns. The first one, she shoots skulls at you, high or low, and you kind of have to memorize the order that they come out. They come out in set orders for the first 3 rounds. The last one is random, so I highly recommend just using the magic on that last one. We can probably talk afterwards. All right, 2 and 1, 2 and 2. Sorry, too high, too low, and her hitbox turns off after you hit her. So you can just hit her and then run straight into her. It's fine. This one you have to be really careful on. This is 2 high, 1 low, or something like that. And this one, it's just use the magic because it's random. Just sacrifice some of the timer. So now she floats back and forth. Gotta hit her up above. You can tell which way the skulls are gonna bounce by the direction that they are facing. So you have to use that information. Unfortunately, those hands pop up every few seconds. It's quite tough. I've also been talking a lot, so the timers are kind of low. Oh, okay. Just a couple more hits, and then she's going to change to the final phase. Okay. So she shoots vomit at you, and then you have to duck and dodge these drips. So there are sweet spots. I'm showing you one of them right now. You can just duck right here and none of them will hit you. If you don't manage to get a sweet spot, you can slide out of the way and you won't hit the next one, as you saw what I just did. Only takes 3 hits there, so we made it. Somehow managed to beat stage 5 without dying on camera. How nice. Even I die there, so sometimes. So next, we are in the spaceship, Mascanda's spaceship. This is also a doozy of a stage, some very tricky platforming gimmicks. You guys watching this video are getting an advantage. The hidden one-up in this stage is right here, below the first platform, so make sure you get that. Alright, so here is the first thing. This enemy type, the color rules are the opposite of what they've been up until now in the game. It is an absolute asshole of an enemy. It is one of the most challenging things in the game to get right. Even I can't get it right sometimes. So when you turn on the color hints, they will show you the right color. Christ, what have I done here? Okay, sorry. So we'll turn them on. So now it shows you, usually red would require white, but that one showed blue because that was the color you need. I'm going to turn them off. They just kind of get in the way. But basically, that's step one to beating this stage, is understanding that, you know, now you've gotten thrown all out of whack into confusion because these guys just operate on opposite rules. Gotta have electricity wires to dodge somewhere in a platformer, right? It's gotta happen. Oh, good. Came down for us. You do have to reflect off these guys over those spikes. Can be done. Just enough distance. Do I want to wait for this guy? No. Screw that. Oh. So you don't want to kill him accidentally because you need the spikes. We'll come back. Anytime there's an enemy like that where you need them for the platforming, they'll come back if you accidentally kill them. So this guy, I saw a Japanese person find a trick to beating this. I didn't realize it when I made it, but actually there's enough space on the side to just go past him. So you can do that if you need to. One more. White kills blue now in the case of these guys. It's horrible. This just requires a bit of precision, is all. Okay. Okay, that is 1/4 of the stage, 1/4. So next you're going to see these orbs that are floating right there. If you hit them with the same color attack, there are platforms that will move, and you're going to see how it works. Let's get rid of him first. So if the platforms of the same color will move, and they just go back and forth between two set spots. These guys will now drop down on you. Same idea though, they still need to use the reverse colors. So yeah, you got to use these things to get around. It's relatively straightforward early on. There are some tricks later on. Blue on red. That's the one I just always have a tough time remembering. Oh, hey, what is this? So what you need to do here to get past this is hit this orb on the opposite side of this one. These walls, they will not kill you. If you hit one and they're on top of you, they'll just wait until you're out of the way. That is a power-up, but we don't want to get that because we need to bounce off this guy to hit that orb up there. Just gonna wait for him. And then we have to hit this in the air. Alright, there you go. So there's two ways to do this. You can bounce up and hit that white orb, but actually you don't have to. You actually have enough height to clear that. And then you can climb up this and not deal with those guys and get a life recovery item. So you might as well do that. This also has to be timed correctly so that these guys don't fall down on you. Then it turns out we don't need to jump in order to hit these things. You can actually just hit them standing. Alright, so the last trick to this area. We have to bounce off this guy and then hit that orb in the air. There's spikes down there, so hopefully we can get it on the first try. Just like that. And now you can get through. That's half of the stage. Yeah, it's a doozy. I don't want that there. We need to hit this and jump at the same time, basically. That is the only way to get through that. Bring that thing close to us. Bring those back down. So if you're wondering how this works, we have to slide and then attack the orb. Like so. Alright, so we need to move those. We need to get him here. And again, we're going to have to jump and hit that guy. You can actually just use these if you really wanted. You can do that. It's up to you. You have to bounce off this enemy now. Same here. Alright. Now, you have to hit the white orb in the air and then bounce off this guy. You can do it the other way if you want, but I prefer to hit the orb first. Alright, so there are two ways to do this last section. You can hit the white orb and then bring these platforms down, and then you can jump across them to the other side. But it also releases two of those nasty little enemies. I don't like dealing with them, so the other option is you can actually just rebound off all these guys, and then your reward is an extra life, because it's absolute incredibly difficult stage. And of course, one more section, the escape from the Wall of Death. Run for your life is all I can tell you. Just slide, and you have to reflect off these guys, otherwise you will not be able to outrun the wall. Boom. Must be used. Blammo. This is a really tricky spot. Be patient. Okay. Alright, that's an extra life. Oh, I screwed up. Okay, that might be the end. Okay, come on. Hit him, hit him, hit him! No, run! Okay, we made it. Alright, so now we are at the boss, Lieutenant Glorable. So he looks gray, but basically he counts as a white enemy. So you hit him with blue, but initially he will not take damage. You have to kill this wow. You've got to kill the monitor first, while dodging these lasers and everything. Okay, he's gonna cross the screen and drop these bubbles. Now let's get back to it. Wow. It's easy to get hit by that blade. You think it's, just short range, and you're like, whatever, but yeah, it'll hit when you're not expecting it. He will move across the screen either at a low height or a higher one, depending on where you are at that moment. Okay, so we killed the monitor, and now we can damage him. You've got to be able to time his movement so that you can get him from behind, basically. You can also hit him from when he's on the top of the screen like that, but really you're gonna have to get comfortable with jumping behind him and understanding exactly how quick he's moving. Like this. Probably just another hit or two. We can use magic if we need to. We've got a pretty good amount of time left here. But he's done. Okay, so that is everything. That is all of stage 5 and 6. Hopefully this will give you some hints and some strategies for getting through those. Hope some of you are, working on Violet Wisteria, hoping to get to that coveted ending. Obviously it is a very, very challenging game, but is extremely rewarding, once you get that attack system down and get a grasp on all the platforming gimmicks. So thanks for checking out the video. This is also sort of at the same time a video commemorating the console release of Violet Wisteria. So hope that helped for some of you who've been working on it. Thanks for checking it out. It's been good to see you all again. Happy gaming, and I will see you next time.